This video is brought to you by Yihu, which is a digital art learning platform that has many good courses made by professionals about software such as 3ds Max, Blender, Maya, ZBrush, Substance Painter, and much more. For example, they have a fantastic course of a Dwarf Warrior character creation for video games, which goes through all the entire processes from start to finish and explains everything in detail for modeling, sculpting, UV unwrapping, texture painting, and so on. Also, if you are interested in animation, there is another course that goes through the entire process of rigging an animation for video game characters to help you learn the concepts and techniques that allow you to create and animate your own characters. Please click on the two first links in the description to check these courses out and many others as well. Today we're going to talk about 6 secrets or successful methods of approaching the process of learning 3D modeling and animation. Number 6, always ask about what you don't know. At this point in time, it is not a matter of whether there are enough information and resources out there that can help you learn, because in recent years, the number of professional artists working on video games, animation, or VFX projects has doubled many folds because pretty much everything you need to know about 3D modeling, animation, or visual effects is out there, whether it be in the form of YouTube videos, online courses, or actual art schools. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. The question is whether you are willing to dedicate yourself to learning and investing the necessary time and effort to make the transition from being a beginner to a professional. In my book, being pro is having the ability to provide value for people, other artists or studios in exchange for monetary value. So the spectrum is wide and the possibilities are limitless. In the process of learning 3D, you will definitely face a lot of obstacles and problems, so I suggest that you spend a little bit of time here and there trying to figure it out if it is something simple, because struggling a little bit is good sometimes to understand things better. But generally speaking, it is better to troubleshoot and get help, because I believe no question can help you become better is too stupid to be asked. Even if it is something very simple like how to create a cube or a sphere in Blender or 3ds Max, for example, you will find videos, guides, and some tips here and there that can help you. Also, it is a good thing to join online communities of 3D artists, because this will help you to see what other artists are creating, which inspires you to create more and learn even more. And you will see how they are facing the same problems and obstacles that you are probably dealing with, which will make you realize that we all need help. The difference is some of us ask and others are too proud or too afraid to do so. Number 5, keep it simple but aim high. One of the secret strategies that can help you make good progress in the early stages of learning 3D modeling and animation is trying to only work on small projects that will take you 2 or 3 days at most from start to finish. This is important in the beginning due to the fact that we as human beings, we can easily be distracted if something takes too long. So practicing your newly acquired skills in few days or weeks is essential to create what is called a positive feedback loop. A short positive feedback loop is important in the beginning because as a beginner, you need constant confirmation and assurance that you are on the right track and that you are capable of doing this. And over time, you will be able to work on projects that will take you weeks to finish, because at that point, you will have enough confidence in your skills and love for the craft that will prevent you from going backward or giving up. The first model I created when I was trying to learn 3D was a simple but beautiful car rim. Then I created the tire, and the result turned out to be okay. And within a few weeks, I was able to create more complex things, so I bought courses of how to create cars, characters, and the same goes for other fields like 3D animation, simulation, effects, and so on. Number 4, learn from professionals. This point is very important because there are a lot of different ways of doing things. Some of them are good and others are not too great. Learning from people who have years of experience is going to allow you to adapt their workflow, their ways of thinking, and of course the approach they take when facing and solving problems to get to the point they want to get to. One of the problems of being a beginner 3D artist is a lack of a holistic view or the big picture perspective in terms of understanding what it takes to create, let's just say, a character or a complete vehicle from start to finish. Most new people only know a few steps like modeling and texturing, but they lack the essential knowledge that allows them to realize how important other parts are, like sculpting, UV unwrapping, organizing and naming your pieces properly, baking your maps, texture painting, and so on. People who have the experience and the skills you want to acquire can shortcut your learning curve by giving you a guide and a clear path from nothing to creating something amazing. But I think the most important thing you will get is the person you will become after you understand how the process works from its very beginning to the end. And that understanding is the only thing that allows you to replicate the same knowledge and start working on your own projects. Number 3, be a specialized generalist. Probably if you are a beginner, you don't even care about these concepts of being a specialist or generalist, but as you start learning about new stuff like modeling, animation, motion graphics, effects, and so on, you will start to realize that it is very hard to be really good at doing everything unless you spend an incredible amount of time and effort trying to do so. If you want to see actually good results faster, you must first taste the waters to see what works for you and what doesn't. This only helps you see for yourself what's out there, but it is good also for understanding how everything else put together works. In addition to that, it is good for better understanding and cooperating with a team, because let's just say, for example, you are a character modeling artist who had some experience before when it comes to character animation. You will be able to understand the person who is going to animate your characters in a way that helps them do their jobs easier and faster. Most people try to do a lot of things and try to learn everything. They kind of try to be a generalist without knowing it. It is possible actually to be a good generalist who can do lots of things in a production pipeline, which of course will take a ridiculous amount of time, and the result is not going to be as good as if a team of professional specialists worked on it. In addition to that, not all people can reach this level because it is very hard. In this day and age, projects require and need specialists who have many years of experience in their field, so you should strive early on to be a specialist who have a little bit of knowledge here and there just in case, or what I call a specialized generalist. But the end goal is to have focused knowledge and experience and to be very good at doing only one or two things. One of the best things about focusing on one thing, like being a character artist, an environment artist, or an animator early on, is you're gonna cut huge chunks and years of your learning curve. And if you want to have more knowledge in another part of the production pipeline, you will be able to do it in a short period of time because you already have the experience that allows you to understand how the process works, which leads us to the next point. Number 2, follow the path of mastery. If you decide to be very good at being a 3D artist, then this means you chose the path of mastery, the path of becoming an artist who will excel in practicing his craft. And this is the only way to become very good, whether you are aware of it or not. Being very good as a 3D artist means saying no to a lot of things. I mean easier, different, or more shiny things. Because we as human beings, we can be very easily distracted by other things of low value, like playing long hours of video games, watching TV, or just wasting hours doing useless things instead of focusing on what we should be learning and honoring our craft. Make no mistake, this will take a lot of time, effort, energy, and sometimes you need to invest emotionally as well, because not every day you are going to have enough motivation to keep learning and practicing new things, especially if you have school or if you have a job that you have to do on a regular basis. It is not about being perfect or anything, but it is about the process, the journey. To become a good 3D artist, you need to stay on the path you set for yourself day after day, year after year, until you get to the point where you feel like you have accomplished something worthwhile and learned skills that other people can use. You must be willing to try and fail and then try again as long as you still want it. Number 1, practice, practice, and practice. No matter how many secrets and techniques you have about how to learn 3D modeling and animation faster or better, you will always, without an exception, have to go through a lot of practice to learn the craft and to become good at it. Because once you learn from professionals and people who have better knowledge and skills than you, you will still have to apply that knowledge on your own projects to get good, due to the fact that self-learning is a very important part of your journey when you become a decent 3D artist who is striving to become even better. There are a lot of things that people can tell you and help you with, but there are other things that you need to experience and go through many times to grasp fully. I hope you found this video useful and informative. If you have something to add, you can leave it in the comment section below. Also, you can check some of our previous videos. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.